Watch me just totally lose sight and not be able to find it. Ooh, I think I see it. Yeah, there it is. It's probably, say, the resolution drops. Probably can't see that on the YouTube video. I can't upload it, and I can't do the full 1080p. My monitor isn't even that big. You know, the guy in the radio, he's talking to somebody else. Somebody else here trying to... One of the other people flying around in this map. That looks like Stonehenge to me. And isn't that just cool? Except, I don't know, I've seen pictures of the real place. I don't think it has all these trees around it, doesn't it? And isn't it kind of like on top of a low hill? I think it is. But then what do I know? Where's the druids? Don't you have druids like dancing around the thing half naked all the time? Like 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, naked druids. That's what you have there, right? Knowing that there are people living in other nations who will listen to me say that, I wonder how many of you will think that I'm serious. How many of you will think that I actually believe that Stonehenge is surrounded by naked druids all the time? Don't they, like, sacrifice goats? I think that's it. It's like every new moon they sacrifice a whole bunch of, like, a dozen goats. Or 13 goats, more likely. At Stonehenge, right? Yeah, it makes sense to me. I read that in the internet somewhere. And I think there's also something, I think he put a little Easter egg here. Close your eyes for the next few seconds if you don't want to know about the Easter egg. This is one of the reasons I asked DFLion if I could do this. Where'd it go? Yeah, I put a couple of cars down there for you to find, just to see if you'd find them. Alrighty, there's Stonehenge. No druids, bunch of trees, no hill, no sacrificed goats. But I think it's kind of cool, isn't it? I think it is. And there is an airplane just off my left wingtip out there. Don't know who that is. In fact, I already know. I mean, I've checked that there are no bad guys in this mission either. Those come later. We're still in the very mellow, very peaceful training environment here. Just enjoying the countryside, the sights and the sounds and the smells. Alright, next on the agenda, with the return to Upavon. See this thing on the wing strut here? You know what that is? That is an airspeed indicator. It's a little spring-loaded what's-it, and just a flat piece of metal on a spring. The air hits it and it moves it back on the scale. I think it is just simple and elegant. I really like it. Also on these airplanes, can you see it from this angle? I can't see it from in here. Let's try and do it this way. Let's see if we can. Can we get closer? I can't get any closer. How about... Oh, there we go. This little trumpet-looking deal. That is a simple venturi. As the air moves through that, it creates a vacuum for some of these various instruments in the airplane to work. Another one of those elegantly simple features. Who needs a complicated engine-driven pump to create a vacuum to drive your instruments? No, just hang a venturi outside. Of course, the downside is if an instrument isn't going to work, you won't know about it till after you've already taken off. But you know, you can't have everything. Let's have some fun with this river on the way home. Whee! Wonder how long I can stay just above this river. There's a tree growing actually in the river. I guess that's kind of a glitch too. Whoops, hang on. Yeah, it's a good thing I can't crash into those, because I'd make a mess of it. I know, I don't think I've hit the actual solid part of a tree yet. Well, okay, maybe that time. Just hit the fragile little tiny branches right up at the very top. Those, you can put a wing through those without hurting anything, right? You're required to maneuver straight down this trench. Ooh, get a little bit low there. Don't think I can make this turn. Oh, buildings, yeah. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the buildings. They definitely have a collision model. Bad things happen if you intersect a building. Alright, that's enough of that. I can't really see ahead of myself too very well. Pull that view back some. Accidentally paused my track IR for a second there. Alright, so this is, let me see, that's not up on yet. See, I'm having so much fun screwing around the river. I'm going to go and lose track of where I am and what I'm doing. Now that's Netheravon over there, so fairly certain of it anyways. Yeah, you can see where there's East Chisenbury on the curve of that river. Or, wait a second, or maybe that was. See these two? That's dangerous. Those two look very similar. I may have just gotten ourselves lost after I was making a big deal about the navigation. We'll go a little bit north here and see. Oh no, I think I see the tanks. Or some kinds of buildings. Now, see, I'm seriously not entirely certain of my exact location. What, is that Upavon or is that Netheravon? Yeah, we may be failing the graduation here. Failing the graduation of basic flight training. Because I decided to screw around with the river and lose track of exactly where I was. But you know what? That is okay. One thing I've learned watching a few Let's Plays, you don't necessarily have to be really good at a game in order to do a good Let's Play. Alright. Oh no, I think Upavon did not have hangars set up like that. Fairly certain of it. So yeah, I believe that is Netheravon. Which means we need to continue going north. Let's go find that river again. We're flying IFR, I follow river. Yeah, I see some river over there. Keep on seeing these things blink up here. I like to park my cursor up in the upper right corner just so it doesn't hit the engine instruments and other instruments start flashing up all kinds of information at me that I don't really want. What is that? I see some kind of tower out there. Oh, there we... Oh, that is definitely Upavon. I saw our combustible tanks full of gasoline and napalm. I recognized the hangars. Alright. Okay, so we only got a little bit lost, and, you know, it's not really totally lost. I was only just briefly uncertain of exactly where I was. So, I think that means I should still graduate, right? I think this means I've completed the training. I still want to blow up those tanks. Maybe a couple of training flights is enough. We need some fireballs. Okay, can I see my runway yet? And there's the white T. Excellent. Slow this buggy on down. We're coming up here, we're on base. Coming around to final, and we're still too fast. And I was starting to get a little bit too slow. I think I am just way too critical on my own self for various landing approaches. I should probably stop bad-mouthing myself every single time I land an airplane. See if we can do this right. That's about the right speed. Still a little bit high. Alright, small bounce, but I believe that is acceptable. Alright, let's get off this runway. Maybe we'll come over here, we'll take a look at the tower. Oh, that's right, I can't turn into the wind. See, look, you can see the controls here. I've got full right rudder. Alright, we're turning a little bit. Come on. And that is as far as it will turn. Oh, wait a second. Almost got a little bit of a turn. Nope. Not gonna do it. Alright. There we are. Well, that was a success, and I believe that my instructors here don't ever need to know anything about this whole getting lost on the way back to Upavon. Excuse me, briefly uncertain of my exact location. I was not lost. This guy up here, he is silent. He's a deaf, dumb mute, so he isn't going to say anything. Let's shut this thing down. Put our mixture all the way back. Turn the fuel cock off. See, no more cock jokes. And our turner magnetos off. Alright, another very mellow, no guns, no blood, but that's coming later, and our next Let's Play IL-2 Sturmovik Cliffs of Dover will be in the Spitfire doing some more training. So I will talk to you again. Thanks.